seen a lot of pods on the market over the last couple of years, and each of them are unique. Each of them have their own little points for why they stand out. What makes this one different? Not much really, but it does combine a lot of the other pods all into one. A lot of the features have been put together from lots of different pods and made one very good, unique pod. This is the Moti. Now, when I first received it, I thought it was just another pod, and I was expecting to be disappointed, but to ruin the video, I'm not disappointed. I'm actually thinking this is probably one of the more favourable pods on the market at the moment, and it is quite enjoyable. I hate to say that about pods because I'm not a big fan of them. I think that there's a lot of them on the market. When one comes through like this and it grabs me, it gets my attention, then I have to say some good things about them. First of all, it's got that ecliptic shape that we've seen on a lot of pods, and it's a nice feel. It feels very comfortable, it's lightweight, it's durable, it feels like a zinc alloy, and yes, I know that's going to be fairly tough if I do drop it on occasion. It's got that duck-billed feel on the top, so it's nice and comfortable in the mouth, but it's got a slight angle of groove to it, which I'm not going to say I'm happy with because I'm not entirely. I don't think they needed to do an angled mouthpiece. I think it should have just been flat, because then that way it just feels a bit uncomfortable when I turn it round on the opposite side. But what does make this good is most of the mods that I've seen like this, besides a few, have all been filled cartridges, and you have no choice over the flavours. There have been a couple where you can refill your own, and that's where this is drawn on that design. It gives you the option to put your own flavours in there, which is really nice. It's a nice feature. It's very easy to fill to a point. All you have to do is remove that bung from the top, squeeze the juice in. But what makes this one different to a lot of the others in a similar fashion is there is a hole for the air to get out. So it makes it easy to squeeze that juice in. And you can just put the bung straight back in. It's very handy. I like the fact though that they've not expected you to press a button to fire this. It is drawer activated. The firing time, the response time is accurate. The flavour I get from it is tasty, it's good, which leads me on to the coil. They've got a ceramic coil in there, and I think for pods, ceramic coils work a lot better. They're a lot more durable, especially if you're going to be refilling it. If it was a pre-filled pod, I would expect them to use wound coils or something like that, or a mesh. But because it's a refillable pod, I want to use ceramic. I want it to be a little bit more durable. And it produces a good vape. Inside, it's got a 500 milliamp hour battery, and it takes up to about an hour, no more than, probably just a little bit less, but about an hour to charge it fully. In lengths of time for how long it's going to last you, I get about half of a day if I'm just using this on its own, and that's really going at it. The pod itself, the juice on top, I probably have to fill that once during the day. I know that I'm only going to have to charge it once, maybe twice when I get back home. It is recommended that you use nicotine salts in this. That will also give you a little bit more of a smoother flavour, and it will also help with that nicotine hit. The total dimensions for this is just 115 millimeters, so it's not very big at all, by 20 millimeters wide. There's not much to this. It's a very handy size. I know that I can be quite comfortable carrying this around with me. A lot of the pods I've seen on the market have been extortionate in price. We have to pay what we reasonably would pay for the length of time we're going to use it. Now, these pods are about 20 quid, 19.99 I found them for, and for how long it's going to last, with a rechargeable body, a refillable pod, you've got several months worth of use there. With a bottle of juice as well, you're probably looking at 30 quid, and you're probably looking at a couple of months worth of usage. I think for the value of what you would pay a packet of cigarettes, I think they're about like 10 or 12 quid now, aren't they? I don't know, because I don't buy cigarettes anymore. After 2 or 3 packs, you've already equaled what this would cost, and this is going to last longer. It's a no-brainer. This is also healthier for you. 95% healthier for you, so there's more reason to use this. You've only got to read the front of your cigarettes and it will tell you how much healthier it is than smoking. So for the price point, for what you pay, this is extremely good value. I don't think you can go wrong. It's not just about value though, taste is important, and you do get great flavour from this. I've enjoyed the flavour from it overall. There's not much more I can really say about this. It's well worth having a look at them. If you are interested and you want to find out a little bit more, you can head over to HorizonVapeDistro or NewVaping.com. I know they've got them on there. I can't put links down below, but with a bit of a Google, you can find them quite easily. I've been Graham, this has been Vape Underground, and this was the Moti Pod. Remember, click that like button, smash that subscribe button, and also drop me some comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video, and vape responsibly. What? I can't.
I need to wee and get out the door.
Okay. Just don't flush for a minute. I'm on a roll.